happened at the Paris Olympics opening ceremony that set Twitter ablaze, outraged global newspapers, and disgusted millions around the world. Television channels and global celebrities were no less angry. So what's the story? I'm here to give you the details. Please like, share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Let's start the story. A few weeks ago, the Olympic Games were inaugurated in Paris the day before. People weren't particularly interested in the Olympics, but the opening ceremony became a global trend and caused a massive scandal that made everyone around the world mock and ridicule France. The ceremony was filled with everything perverse in this world, insulting human nature, mocking religions, particularly Christianity, including dirty sexual references, and indirectly supporting pedophilia. By the way, I can't show you everything in this episode because the ceremony was for adults only. This means that I should tell you that this episode is not suitable for all ages, nor is it family friendly. On the Seine River, which is considered one of the dirtiest rivers in the world, the events of the Paris Olympics opening ceremony took place. However, this ceremony caused outrage, anger, and disgust among millions of people worldwide, and Christians were the most offended. Usually, when a country hosts the Olympic Games or any major international sporting event, the host country showcases its history, culture, and civilization to the world. There's no better opportunity to introduce the country and take advantage of the occasion, economically and even touristically. This happened at the openings of the Greek, Chinese, and Russian Games, but France had something better. The Olympics opening ceremony was more like the opening of a porn film than a sporting event. The ceremony began with a mocking reenactment of the Last Supper, where 18 people, described as artists, stood before a long table resembling Christ's table. The woman in the middle represented Jesus Christ. However, what sparked outrage was that the person playing Jesus in this scene was the Jewish lesbian DJ, Barbara Butch. Barbara is an obese woman with about 70% of her chest exposed. Most of those around her, who are supposed to represent the apostles and disciples of Christ, were gays, lesbians, and transgender individuals. Then, in the same setting, a large dish, supposedly symbolizing a dish from Christ's table and painting, was revealed. Suddenly, the dish was uncovered to reveal a man painted blue like the characters from the movie Avatar, covered with a chain of flowers and fruits, who began to sing in the background. Those representing Christ's apostles were hugging and kissing each other in disgusting sexual moves. The catastrophe is that among those characters was a little girl. It only took a few minutes for the opening ceremony to become a global trend filled with anger towards France and everyone behind this foolish idea. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, tweeted saying, "This was blatantly disrespectful to Christians." Clint Russell, the host of the Liberty Lockdown podcast, also tweeted, "This is outrageous," starting the event by replacing Jesus and the disciples with men dressed as women is unacceptable. With 2 billion Christians worldwide, the Olympics sent a clear message that they are not welcome. But is that all? No, at the beginning of the opening, a castle was displayed with headless women holding their heads in their hands, singing a famous song from the French Revolution. The women were present in every window of the castle, dancing to the music of the heavy metal band Juggernaut Opera. The lyrics of the song go, "We will hang the rich from the lamp," meaning we will behead the wealthy aristocrats. The headless woman represented Queen Marie Antoinette, the last queen of France before the cursed French Revolution. With the revolution's end, Antoinette was sentenced to death, and her head was cut off by the guillotine in a famously bloody event recorded in history. Imagine that this is the history France chooses to present to the world. We are France. We executed our queen and cut off her head. Yes, this is France's history. The performance was accompanied by intense red fireworks, symbolizing blood in reference to the bloody French Revolution. Then, all the heads rolled, including hers. The ones who felt the most insulted, besides Christians, were the Greeks, who were the birthplace of the Olympic Games and who spread them to the world, only to have them arrive in France and be turned from the Olympic Games to the Games of Colors. Ole London, a well-known writer, posted the following tweet on his account. "A billion eyes are directed towards the Olympics, and this is the message that France chose to send to the world." The tweet showed a picture of a bearded man in women's clothes representing Christ and another picture of the decapitated Queen Marie Antoinette. In another mocking tweet from an account named Lord Bibo, two pictures were shown. The first was a picture of the Normandy landings on the French beaches during World War II, a battle that marked the beginning of Hitler's defeat. And the second picture was of the queer dinner at the Olympics. Above the picture it said, "This is what the brave men on the beach died for." The matter turned into a war in mockery of this disgraceful opening ceremony. The Olympics organizers posted a video of the ceremony on their YouTube channel. But shockingly and unexpectedly, within just a few hours, the video received more than 90% dislikes. So, the Olympics organizers asked YouTube to remove the dislikes. But nothing happened. What did they do? They deleted the opening ceremony video entirely from their YouTube channel. If you visit their channel now, you'll find the video is gone. It didn't work. So they turned to the preachers and began targeting every post mocking the Olympics opening ceremony on Twitter, deleting them under the pretext of copyright infringement. So, if you check Twitter now, you'll find many posts that were available before, but have been deleted today under copyright claims. Joy, the director and artistic director responsible for the Paris opening ceremony, is the same person who played the role of Christ. His name is Thomas Jolly, a Jewish homosexual from the LGBTQ+ community. This person refuses to define himself as either male or female, and says he belongs to a non-traditional sexual identity known as queers, who belong to the woke ideology, which Elon Musk described as a virus. One of the principles of wokeism is that humans are born without an identity or any identity in general, and it is up to them to later determine their identity male, female, animal, or even a chair. As a reaction, and as the first domino to fall, see Spire, the sixth largest wireless telecommunications company in America, pulled all of its ads from the Olympics. The company said on Twitter, "We were shocked by the mockery of the Last Supper during the opening of the Paris Olympics. C Spire will withdraw its ads from the Olympics after all this auditory and visual filth." As the Olympic Games were drawing to a close, several music stars like Billie Eilish, Snoop Dogg, and Red Hot Chili Peppers performed musical segments after the Olympic flame was extinguished in Paris. Additionally, the global star Tom Cruise made a cinematic jump. Some leaders from the French military lowered the Olympic flag and presented it to the mayor of Los Angeles, which will host the next edition. The president of the International Olympic Committee, Thomas Bach, also delivered a speech in which he praised the participants. He added that the Olympic Games are capable of promoting a culture of peace, which was contradicted during the opening of these games. Tony Estanguet, the president of the Paris Olympic Organizing Committee, also gave a speech in which he thanked the delegations, contributors, and organizers. Despite this, he should have mentioned the contrary, as it gave a negative image in the background. He also said that he wanted a strong image, which was achieved despite being the opposite. The Paris Olympics became a reverse trend. This was the Paris Olympics. And now we await what might happen in the Los Angeles Olympics.